Welcome back to the Parker Tech Savvy channel. It's your host Parker. So what I have here today is some tools that I bought recently. They just arrived. So let me just give you guys some unboxing and some rundown. So this one here is a neon tester, as you can see. Let me open it so you guys can get a full view of it. Here is it. So right here on the tip, you just can touch it onto basically any wire or any elements if you want to know if current is passing through. And so you touch like up here. Oh wow, there's it. So it's even light up once I touch myself with it and touch the top here. I'm going to let you see right here. Pay attention. See the green light? So this is called a neon tester. So if I do like this, if I touch the top without touching anything that's grounding, you will not see any light. You notice? Pay attention. So look, if I touch myself with it, I am grounds. So you will see light, because remember, parts of our body is made up of electrify. Alright, that's another topic for another day. So this is a neon tester, and that's what it does. It tests for current that's passing through any wire or any elements. Alright, so I'm just gonna place it right over there. Next up we have here is, I believe this should be a solder iron that I've got too, because I had one, but it was, I think it was like something about 30 watt or something like that, or 50 watt, so it couldn't do much. So I did have to get something close to 80 watt to 100 watt. I believe this should be 100 watt. So this is it, guys. This is the solder iron. All right, so I use these, well, I usually use these stuff more often than now. So, but I still get them anyway, because most of the times I had stuff that I still solder, but I don't do much of that type of stuff again, because things and times change and the world is evolving, so I don't do much of that again. But it's still good for me to have this, because it's still coming in handy, because I think I had around about 2 stuff that I'm gonna need to get soldered, and this is gonna be the thing that I use to do it. All right, so here's the tip of it. You can see it. So you just touch it onto the wire or the surface using the solder wire. I don't know if you know the solder wire, but you can Google it and you see it. It's just a coil of wire, and it's flexible. And when you touch it with this, it melts, and it melts between, once you melt it between 2 metal, it's like they glue together again. So that's a solder iron. So this one is from, this is from Silver Flow 928D. That's the brand of this one. I wondered if I should plug it in, just to, because it has a display on here, as you can see. There's a little display right there, some buttons. You see it? Yeah. But I don't think I'm gonna plug it in today. All right, up next is, oh, the mat. So this is a mat that you use when you solder. So this is like the solder, the mat that you place everything on, your screws and all those stuff. your screws, your screwdriver, and all those stuff. And whenever you're soldering things, or whenever I'm gonna solder, this is what I'm gonna use all the time. So it's still in a plastic. I don't feel like to open the plastic now, because I'm not going to set up these as yet, because I don't think I had the space for this as yet. So I'm just showing you guys these tool set that I got. But it really feels much better than the image I saw. It really feels thick. It's really thick, and it feels really comfy to work with. So yeah, big up. But I'm not even gonna fold it. All right, so it has even magnetized place on here for you to place your screws so they don't bounce all over the place. And parts here, magnetized parts again, and parts. So it's really, I think it's really useful, because most of the times when I'm working on something, I deassemble something. The screws, they're always a mess and always a headache to find the screws whenever you open something. It's always a hassle to get the screws together in one place. Sometimes you even get up, like I'm getting up, and you bounce the table and the screws fell off, and sometimes there are small screws and you can't find them again. So I believe this is very useful to come with a magnetized feel on here, so it can stick or hold the screws in one place, and that's really useful and really convenient. So let's that stay. All right, next up we have on the list, I believe this is a multimeter tester. Here, there it is. So this is a multimeter tester. This is the wire that it came with. I hope this one is better than the last one, because the last one, these things, the wire, they're always a problem when you buy the cheaper multimeter tester. But believe me, they all works well. It's just the wires is always my problem. But it looks even smaller than the picture that I saw online. I believe they say this is a manual. All right, so you guys know that people don't read manual again, because there's a lot more easier source to find information for whatever you need, like example Google. So, and I pretty much know how to use a multimeter tester already. I believe I gonna need a battery in this though, so I may not be able to switch it on today to show you guys anything else about it. But this is the multimeter tester. See, it comes with a kickstand, so I can just do something like this. Can do something like this, and while I'm working. So very useful type tools. It's a very useful tool. And here is the wire, one here, one plug in over here. So yeah, multimeter tester. All right, so put that over there. And what next we have up on the list is this is a universal charger. So it's a universal desktop fast charger. a universal desktop fast charger. There is it. Alright, so guys, what this does, as you can see the image. So that's basically what it does. So I'm just gonna unbox it though. It comes with 240 watt, I believe. Yeah, I believe that was, yeah, 240. And the color is black. I did really want to open this from the first I got it, but I still wait because I did want to do a video while I'm opening it. So this is a user manual again. As you know guys, we don't fool with these stuffs anymore. Alright, so I believe, alright, so I believe this is the wire to connect it to the wall. It's a 256 amp 250 volt wire for the wall. Alright, 2.5. So alright, this is the charger. So when I saw this online, it looks really bigger than this. It looks bigger online. It does. Looks really small here, but I can feel the weight in it. It does feel like it gonna make some sense though. It does. So just give you a rundown. Right here is a PD 100 watt for USB type C, another PD, but this one is 30 watt. So I don't know why they call him PD, but I may figure it out that later on or do a research. But so I'm just gonna say type C. So we have the first type C here is 100 watt, and we have the second type C here is 30 watt, and we have a third type C which is another 30 watt here, and then we have a fourth type C which is another 30 watt. So we have 3 type C, 30 watt type C, and 100 watt type C. So coming down here, these are USB-A. We have 4 USB-A ports here. I don't know why they call them QC here, but as we know, these are USB-A, so I'm just going to say USB-A. So the first one is 18 watt, and the second is at 18 watt. Well, basically all 4 of them is 18 watt. I don't think you get any more than that from a USB-A port. I'm not sure of that. I've never seen, but I think I can research that as well to check to see, to make sure that I'm not thinking or misjudging. But yeah, this is the universal charger, and I really love it because I really love to have things like these, because sometimes I get gadgets and I don't get a charger for them and I cannot get to turn them on. Like I can tell you I have a few right now underneath my cabinet that this is gonna be very useful for that purpose, because I can now charge them and turn them on. Looks really nice, don't it? Take a look. Yeah, looks like a dock, a charging dock. Alright, so for input it is AC 100 to 240 volt, 50 to 60 hertz, 2 amp, and output for USB-C is 5 volt, 3 amp, 9 volt, 3 amp, and 12 volt, 3 amp, and 15 volt, 3 amp, 20 volt, 5 amp. And down here again, the USB-C. So the first one up there was the USB-C that goes straight up to 20 volt, 5 amps. And another USB-C down here goes from 5 volt up to 20 volt as well, 1.5 amp. and the USB-A down here. So you see right here they even state it as USB-A, so I'm not sure why they put it as QC on here on the front, but right here on the specs here it's stated as USB-A, so because that's what we know it as. All right, so for the USB-A it goes from 5 volt up to 12 volt 1.5 amp. All right, so on the bottom it has this like the dock thing. All right, so it can slide off. I do slide it off, but it still will be able to manage to stand up even when I slide it off, which is awesome. So as I said, I love things like these because I did had one before, but it was not this. It was the older type that has only USB type A. So I believe that would be it for today. I do thank you guys for watching, and please like the video if you like it, and place your comments if you have any questions or any concerns about any of these products that I just unboxed in this video. And thank you so much for watching. I'm out, and please remember to subscribe. Bye.